Hey guys, Timoni here, and in this video I will show you 4 one-card Yubel combos so you can see what board they're gonna make, where possible choke points are, and maybe see a line where to interrupt them. In a future video I'm going to show you all the 2-card combos, so subscribe and don't miss it. If you want to see a specific combo, check out the description. I've added all the timestamp for the 4 combos. So let's start with the first one. It's basically like the 1-card combo Beckoning Beast and just 2 cards to discard. So yeah, let's start by normal summoning it, use the effect to add the opening of Spirit Gates, activate it, add another one, normal summon it, and then link those two away for a moon, link it away for Requiem, Engraver, use the effect for Necroquip, then use Engraver. As you can see, there were already multiple choke points, like right now if they don't have anything else, if you nip them here, they basically have nothing. Then if you use like Impermanence or Whaler or on the Dark Beckoning Beast, it can potentially stop their turn because they don't get the additional normal summon. But of course, if they have an extender, it can also basically do nothing. So let's assume we don't get interrupted because it's 1-card combos, and against 1-card combos it's kind of weird to show a board with interruption. Go into sequence, use the effect. You fusion summon Aerial Eater, which lets you mill a Fiend from your deck. You mill Samsara D Lotus. Then use the effect to discard, to special summon it. Use the effect, special summon Spirit of Yubel. Spirit of Yubel gets you Nightmare Pain, and then you use Nightmare Pain to destroy Spirit of Yubel. This lets you add the Screamer. Then you use Spirit of Yubel's effect to special summon Yubel. Use the effect from hand to special summon itself and destroy Yubel. This lets you summon Terror Incarnate. With those two you go into a Yama. Yama adds you Sharwara. Then you go into a Phantom of Yubel. You link those two up for a Soul of Rage. Then use the effect to special summon Spirit of Yubel back. Use this effect to destroy it. Special summon itself. Use Spirit of Yubel and Yama, because Spirit of Yubel, the destruction effect is not once per turn, which is kind of nice. Then you link those two away for Muckracker. You go into a Varudas, and then you discard 1 card for a Caesar. So with this, like with 1 Dark Beckoning Beast and 2 cards to discard, you basically end on a monster negate or like change, because it's even better against Tempai. It works against them even if they have the field spell. You have a card negate, you have 2 special summons negate, and what I like, you have like a layered interruption with this one. So for example, if they Dark Ruler you can still use this card, special summon back Soul of Rage, use Soul of Rage effect to link one of their monster off for, let's say, a SP Lil Knight, and banish an additional card. So, which is kind of nice. And additionally, you still would have 2 cards in hand, potential hand traps, because of course, if you draw bricks or any other cards you don't need for the combo, you can discard them and keep the hand traps. So yeah, this was the first combo. Let's go into the second one with Samsara D Lotus. You normal summon it. Use the effect for Spirit of Yubel. Add this one, use the effect to special summon Yubel. Use the effect for Terror Incarnate. So yeah. And right now, like if they nip you, you still have a nip token. You could use the Grave effect to revive something. And if they don't nip you, you just go into a Phantom of Yubel. So yeah, of course, if they nip you, you can summon a Phantom of Yubel. You can use this one to get one monster from the graveyard back, and then you still have a nip token, and you can basically still do full combo. So as you can see, against Samsara D Lotus, Nibiru is not that great, but if you have like something like Ash Blossom or something, it's really nice if they start with Samsara D Lotus. You do now the Fiendsmith combo, get an Engraver, use the effect, go into Necroquip. Now you summon it back to have 2 monsters for a sequence, use the effect to special summon Aerial Eater. Yeah, sorry, I used the wrong one. Aerial Eater, use the effect to mill an Engraver. This is actually just for follow-up because you don't need anything else in the graveyard, you already have this, and you don't need to go into Muckracker for Samsara D Lotus, so we just mill this for a follow-up. Now we link those two away for a Yama, use Yama effect, get the Sharvara, then use this special summon Spirit of Yubel, special summon back Aerial Eater, link those two up for Soul of Rage. Now you trigger both, special summon back, get the Yubel for Muckracker, use the effect, and then you go into Varudas. So as you can see, with this combo I went into this one, and the trap, and before I will go to the next combo, I will just explain to you our thought process was that we are trying to build our board so that even if they Dark Ruler you, we still have an interruption with this one, because if we keep Unchained Soul of Rage on our board, which some combos do, you're more vulnerable to things like Dark Ruler, so we still want to have a layered interruption, especially because if they Dark Ruler us now, we can still get rid of 2 to 3 cards. Additionally, we should have still 4 cards in hand, which can potentially be hand traps, and because of Dark Ruler we cannot lose this round, so even if they do something and we don't have hand traps, next turn we have 5 cards in hand, we already have a Fiendsmith set up, we have set up to go into a Phantom of Yubel, sorry. So yeah, that's why we are always in our combos linking off the Soul of Rage or destroying it. So the next combo will be with Nightmare Throne. This is of course the best card, because it basically adds a Samsara D Lotus and it gives you an additional monster. Use the effect, special summon Spirit of Yubel, get Nightmare Pain, destroy it. It's basically here the same combo, except that you get an additional card with Nightmare Throne. Now you link those two away for Yama, use the effect, add Sharvara, then you go into Spirit of Yubel. And of course, like before, if they nip you on here, it basically doesn't do anything because you still have a nip token. You then go into a Phantom of Yubel and you still have those 2 cards. Yep. Special summon it. Link those 2 away for Soul of Rage. Special summon a Spirit of Yubel. Use the effect to destroy it. You link those 2 away for a Moon. Now you go into the Fiendsmith combo. You of course set the trap because you have the Soul of Rage in the graveyard. Now you go into Varudas. Go into Necroquip. Use the effect, special summon itself back. And now you have Seesaw. Of course, I also saw some combos that were a bit different, but like I said before, I want to have the Unchained Soul of Rage in the graveyard, just so we don't lose that hard against Dark Ruler, or we have additional let's say, interruptions. And also in this combo, not the other combos, we only used one Yama. There are some combos that use both of them, but I prefer to have Muckracker just because I don't want to like lose more resources. And the last combo is with the Fiendsmith Engraver and just any additional card to discard. So use Engraver effect, Tract, Blurry, go into Requiem, go into Engraver, equip it, go into Necroquip, and then special summon itself back. So now it's important to note for the rest of the combo, it's like if they nip you, like if the opponent has nip, they will probably nip you here, because else if you have extenders, or like if you don't have extenders, your turn ends and their nip was good. And if you have extenders, then they would also nip you here, because else you can go into a Caesar and then you can normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast or Samsara D Lotus and do the full combo. So yeah, in like now it's important to notice if they don't have nip here, they probably don't have it. Now you link those two off for sequence. To go into Aerial Eater, use Aerial Eater's effect. Go into Muckracker, discard one card for Samsara D Lotus, use the effect, go into Spirit of Yubel, add yourself the Screamer, use the effect to special summon Yubel, special summon it to destroy Yubel, get Terror Incarnate, then you get the Phantom of Yubel, Yama. Now you go into a second Phantom of Yubel, because you need an additional monster to link off, because you cannot use Mudcracker as a link material. Go into Soul of Rage, use the effect to destroy it, chainlink one Soul of Rage, chainlink 2 Yama, you get back Fiendsmith Engraver, and you add yourself this one with the Soul of Rage. And also important to notice, I used the Yama effect, so then you can destroy one card you control. I destroyed my own Sharvara because I don't want to be locked into Fiends anymore, and I want to set the trap. Because if I link those two away, no, not link, like if I go into a Caesar directly, I don't get the trap. Use the effect to get the trap, then use Aerial Eater, special summon itself back, and then I go into Caesar. So as you can see, with the Fiendsmith line, you have Muckracker, you have a Caesar, a Phantom of Yubel, you have the trap set to special summon Soul of Rage, and you have this little guy in the hand, which is quite nice. Of course, if you have like other cards, you can do other combos, and like I said, subscribe, because I will release part 2 with all the 2 card combos for the Yubel deck. Additionally, I want to remind you guys to like the video, because in the next days or on the weekend I will release part 2 of the Magical Musketeer Unchained combo guide and an updated deck profile, so don't miss it. And after the after YCS Lil, I will also upload a guide and combo guide for the Asamina Snake Eyes deck. So yeah, if you found this guide helpful, leave a like, drop any questions in the comments down below, and as always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.